My name is Ethan. I'm 22 years old, a recent college graduate, and I work as a barista at a small cafe called Brew Haven. I have dreams, big dreams, but sometimes life puts those dreams on a shelf and forces you to survive. Today I'm going to tell you about the day my life changed completely. And yes, it all started with a cup of coffee. That day I arrived at work early as usual. I checked the coffee machines, cleaned the counter, and inhaled that wonderful coffee aroma. Cindy was there too, my coworker on the same shift, someone who seemed to complain about everything. To her, life always owed her something. The cafe started getting busy. It was a typical morning rush. Then the door opened and someone walked in. He was wearing an old, worn-out coat. A gray beanie covered his head, his face hidden behind a scruffy beard. His hands trembled in his pockets, and his shoes were scuffed and damaged. But there was something about the way he walked, something different. Cindy gave him a sharp look, but I smiled and greeted him warmly. "Good morning. How can I help you?" I asked cheerfully. The man looked up and softly said, "A cappuccino, please." Cindy rolled her eyes and muttered sarcastically, "You must be joking." Her words stung, but I focused on the customer. I quickly prepared a cappuccino and placed it in front of him. "Your drink is ready. Enjoy," I said. The man thanked me and sat at a distant table. He sipped his coffee quietly and observed his surroundings. There was something about him. He seemed less like a stranger and more like an observer. Cindy, on the other hand, kept making sarcastic comments under her breath. I felt uneasy, but I wanted the customer to feel comfortable. About an hour later, the man stood up and walked toward the counter. As he approached, his walk became clearer, confident yet humble. I was wiping down the counter while Cindy was glued to her phone, ignoring customers entirely. The man turned to me and looked straight into my eyes. "Ethan, right?" he asked. I nodded, stunned. How did he know my name? "You're a good person, Ethan. You do your job with passion, and that's rare," he said. My heart was racing. Who was this man? He reached into his pocket and pulled out a small business card. He handed it to me. On the card were just 2 words: Elon Musk. In that moment, it felt like my world stopped spinning. The man in the old coat was Elon Musk. "Call me on this number tomorrow, Ethan. I'd like to talk to you about something," he said, and started walking towards the door. Cindy lifted her head and glanced at the card, scoffing. Why would someone like him want to talk to you? But I was frozen, staring at the card. Elon Musk wanted to talk to me. The next morning, my hands trembling, I dialed the number. The phone rang a few times before I heard that familiar voice. "Hello, Ethan. This is Elon." My heart nearly stopped. Elon told me he had arranged an interview at Tesla, that he saw potential in me, and wanted to give me a chance. The day of the interview arrived, and I stepped into Tesla's headquarters. Everyone looked so professional, so serious. I felt small, insignificant. But Elon's belief in me lit a spark of hope inside me. The interview went far better than I expected. My degree in automotive engineering and the dedication I had shown as a barista set me apart. 2 days later, Elon himself called me. "Ethan, I have good news. Welcome to the team," he said. My eyes welled up with tears. That moment was a turning point in my life. When I shared the news with my family, my mother cried with joy, and my father hugged me with pride. Today, I work as an engineer at Tesla. I contribute to projects, and every day I strive to improve myself. But I will never forget that day, that cafe, and that man in the old coat. Because he didn't just give me a job, he gave me a chance to rebuild my life. If you've listened this far, remember this. Sometimes life is just about meeting the right person at the right time. Maybe today is the day you'll meet someone who will change your life. Believe in yourself and seize every opportunity. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to comment how many times you heard the word coffee. Subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications for more inspiring stories. See you in the next one.